we are back for another Chit Chat Shop, and it's great. I'm very excited about this one. We've been having a little back and forth.
We should have been taping.
We should have been taping. I know, it was gold.
We
It was
missed
pure
so
gold.
much gold, Jerry.
Yes, gold, Jerry, gold. I got that one.
You did get that one?
I did get that one. I totally got that one.
I will say you might not get very many of my
That's
jokes.
all right. Adam's here to get them. It's all good. He can filter through me, or
That's
I
right.
can filter
Okay.
through him. So we have the esteemed Darren Fisher.
Oh, I'm esteemed now.
You're esteemed. I'm gonna put all sorts of words in front of your name.
Did you hear the crowd go absolutely home?
Woo. So tell the world who you are.
Dad to two.
Dad to two, recently 19.
One is recently
Very
19.
exciting.
My son Bruin just turned 19, and yes, he may or may not have been named after the Boston Bruins, my favorite hockey team. My daughter
my.
Ava, oh my gosh, she's the sweetest thing. She's 16, frustrating but beautiful.
Okay.
Lovely human being. Amazing wife, Anne.
Okay.
Hugely supportive of the crazy world that I
Sounds a
operate
little
in.
crazy, yeah.
And my dog Toby,
Your dog, Toby, what kind of dog is it?
Wheaton Terrier.
How cute.
If I could spend my life with dogs and babies,
You'd be good.
that'd be the best world.
Well, isn't that what you do? I mean, spend your life with dogs and babies? Isn't that what it's all about?
I do sort of work with children.
Yes.
Have you ever watched The House of Commons? I do spend a lot of time with kids.
Some days.
Yeah, every day.
So you're the MP for Dartmouth, Cole Harbour.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
exciting. And what led you to politics?
Wow. So,
Yeah.
wow.
You've been asked that before, though. Come on.
I know, I hadn't thought
Don't
about
be
that
shocked.
in a while. So I've been in politics about 10 years.
Okay.
And I was a kind of a community volunteer, always doing things with local schools and local sports teams and things. And someone said, you should run for council. So the local councillor had just won the provincial election and became MLA. So I had considered it, and I thought, nah, my wife would never allow me to do that. And I said to her one night, I said, I'm thinking about running for council. And she said, oh my God. She said, you already do it anyway. You might as well. She said, you'd be great. So sure enough, I ran, and I was surprised myself and won.
Oh,
All of a
that's
sudden,
great.
I went from being a small business owner to being a stinking politician.
And you love every minute of it. Most
I
minutes
don't
of
love
it.
every minute of it, but I do enjoy my work. I do enjoy my work.
What's the best part about your work?
Coming home.
Yeah, because you
I
spend a
know.
lot of time. Like, what's
I
the
do.
ratio? You're away.
I would. It's hard to put it all together, but I would say I'm probably away in Ottawa 31 weeks of the year.
That's a significant amount,
long
especially
time.
with teenagers.
That's a lot of hockey games missed. That's
Yeah.
a lot of snuggles with my daughter. That's a lot of dog walks, and a lot of time with my wife. So,
Yeah.
but I do love the job. As frustrating as it can be, I do love the job. So, and it's an
But
honor.
we love
to be,
that you're in it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So-
And I get the best riding in all of Canada.
I know, we moved to your riding.
But why wouldn't everybody move here? It was the greatest, best kept secret, and now the secret's out.
I know, it's kind of hipster now a little bit downtown.
Kinda. Have you
You gotta
been?
be trendy. I don't walk the streets.
But you know what's really neat about it being trendy is all the really cool businesses
Yeah,
down
it's
there
true.
support each other. It used to be competition between businesses in the community, and now it's a mutually supportive eco environment, and it's absolutely a thrill to see what's happening down there. Now, my grandmother was, I don't know, one of the pioneers of downtown Dartmouth. She opened her business in 1959 so she could be close to her husband, who worked at Owl Drug. Seriously. He was a druggist at Owl Drug, and she opened up a stationery shop across the street, down the street, and worked there for 53 years until she retired at the very young age of 93.
Of course.
Strapped to the same cash register for 53 years, and everyone in Dartmouth knew her, and everyone in Dartmouth loved her. So, in 2014, when she was getting ready to retire, she said, Dartmouth is coming back, and it's going to be bigger, and it's going to be better than ever.
Smart woman.
She was a smart woman, and she was right. Dartmouth is back.
Definitely is back.
And it, like we were saying, it was a best kept secret, and now the secret's out. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, well,
It's growing very, very quickly.
I'm very excited. There's a great food scene. I mean, you see what Renee and Doug have done
Yes.
downtown, and
what they're going to continue to do.
with Town's Tavern, and then like Vessel Meats is coming downtown. Like, there's just a lot of really good food energy happening.
There really is.
Yeah.
It's a real scene now. We
Yeah.
actually, for the first time in my life, have ferry boats full of Haligonians coming
over.
to Dartmouth.
Yeah. Well, you
It
get the
used to be
best
opposite.
view. You get the best view.
We had some friends in town from Victoria a couple of summers ago, and it was just when things were really starting to bubble, and they said, "Oh, we want to go downtown Halifax and sit on a patio and have a couple pints." Well, we never made it to Halifax because I said, "Oh no, let's go to Battery Park." Went to Battery Park. Brightwood had just opened. Brightwood Beer, and Lake City was just getting ready to open, or had just. We finished the night at New Scotland.
Okay. Oh yes, my parents love going there.
Yeah, and it was. He said to me, "Next time I come back, I want to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I don't need to go downtown Halifax." So it's great. Excellent. I love it.
Awesome.
I could talk about Dartmouth all day.
You could. I could just let you go. I'll just sit here and
Can
go,
you
yeah.
tell?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
tell I'm a little proud? Yeah, it's pretty great.
So you have a 19 and a 16-year-olds. They're
Yes.
obviously very family-oriented. I have a 9 and 11-year-old. If you could give me one word of advice, what would you give me for the teenage years that are coming?
I had good teen years.
Did you really?
Yeah, they're great kids. They're frustrating, but they're really starting to figure it out. They're, I've been pretty fortunate. They're good kids. They, like I say, you still want to pull every remaining gray hair out, but they're good kids. So if I would suggest that you already know if they're 9 and 11 that if you blink, you'll miss it. I can't believe that it was 19 years ago that I was holding my son in the hospital. It's incredible how fast it went. It's incredible. You flip through your Facebook scroll and it'll say 7 years ago, and you're looking at the Pee Wee AAA picture, and you're going, or the Adam AAA picture. You're going, how was that 7 years ago? It feels like 2, or So yeah, you'll blink and you miss it, but you already know that.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. All right. So do you do a lot of cooking when you are home?
I try to relieve my wife when I am home, but I think as much as the kids love my high carb meals, my wife gets frustrated, I think, at my ability to cook only pasta. Okay. Not only, but
mostly.
My go-to plates of food tend to be carb loaded.
Okay.
They tend to be, pasta, olive oil, some spices, throw in some scallops or some shrimp, a few pieces of chicken, things like that.
Yeah.
So they love it. But kids are carbo loaders.
They are. They have those high energy,
well,
high metabolisms.
I mean, they're relatively active kids. My son's a hockey player, and he plays tonight. East Hants Penguins versus Liverpool Privateers.
Ooh.
Come to the igloo.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We need it. It's tight.
It's tight.
1 game to 1.
1 game to 1. All right, so you're going to go next to do some cooking with Chef Andrew. I hear you have a love for dessert.
I love all dessert.
Okay.
All dessert. My favorite dessert in the whole world is cherry pie.
Cherry pie? Well, we're not making cherry pie, so...
Cherry pie with French vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, that's pretty wicked.
Warmed up.
Yeah.
Not the ice cream, the pie.
The pie. Then it would be crème anglaise, basically.
I don't know what that is.
It's...
melted ice cream?
Basically melted ice cream. It's like an egg. You had it on dessert plates. They make little designs with it.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah. So he's going to make some chocolate. This is going to be a go-to dessert that you could make for your lovely wife and your children, and they will love it. Awesome. And it keeps. So you don't have to eat it right away. You can keep it in the fridge for 4 or 5 days. You can eat it. Well, not right away. You got to set it up, right?
Wait an hour.
Got to wait an hour. Okay. You ready to cook?
I'm ready.
And then we come back and we've got a fun little game-ish thing.
Game-ish.
We're not telling you.
Jenga. We're going to play Jenga.
We're going to play Jenga. Giant Jenga.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
We're not doing that.
With like big 8-foot planks.
I know. You've seen those in the campground? They look really cool.
Giant Jenga.
Giant Jenga.
Yeah.
All right, let's get an apron on you and get cooking.
Let's get our coffee.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chit Chat Shop, the cooking part. I'm here with Darren and we're gonna make some awesome
mess.
Dessert. We're gonna make a mess first of all. First and foremost, a mess is gonna happen.
I may separate an egg.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that egg, but they want to be apart, so we're gonna make that happen. The white and the yolk are gonna separate. So, let's each separate an egg, Darren. What do you think?
Okay.
So, people at home, we are making a chocolate budino, which in Italian is chocolate pudding, which in French is pot de crème, and in English.
So now when I go get those little tiny pudding cups, I can call them Bodino cups?
Yeah, it's a budino.
All right.
But you can also, we did an episode with Elise Hand recently, and we made pasta con Alicia. So this is a budino. You gotta gesticulate with the Italian.
You do. I say Tony Mancini.
Perfect.
Tony Mancini.
Say hello to my little Frank. Oh, that's not Italian.
Oh no, he is little.
He is little.
He's only like this tall.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. That worked out
I'm in
perfectly.
trouble.
So, when cracking eggs, you always want to crack it on a flat surface.
Okay, not like this.
Not like
That's
that.
what I always do.
Well, we are going to change habits today here at Chit Chat Chop because, I mean, this is what we teach in classes, but, you know, statistically, if you're cracking it on the edge of a bowl, you're going to get some eggshell in there. Every 50 eggs you get, you're going to get more shell.
Yep.
So if you crack it on a flat surface, even break, and also you're not potentially driving any bacteria from the outside of the shell into the egg. So, you know, just fun little egg tip. So anyway, we're going to crack it flat on the surface, get that nice little dent in there, and then this is going to be our white catcher right here. So we're going to just open it up like that, pass her back and forth. I broke the yolk, but
So I have a chance to win.
you have a chance to win because, I mean, I caught all the yolk, so you can certainly do better. You can also do worse. So no pressure. Ooh, it's a good confident break.
All right.
Oh.
Dead silence as he does.
Oh. You know what?
That
It was
last
that.
second.
It was that.
You caught it all. You caught it all. That's good. A little bit of white's not going to hurt us in there. That's great. All right.
Okay.
Well, you get a redemption shot because we got a third.
I get a third
we
egg.
have to do.
Okay. Oop, that was a little harsh.
It's all right. You're committed. You're committed.
It's a big freaking yolk.
That is huge.
That's a monster yolk. What are they feeding these chickens?
Yolk's on you.
Oh, who's the dad joke guy here anyway?
Oh,
Okay,
we'll find
I
out.
think that was pretty darn good. I'm gonna keep
That's
doing this
great.
Just because it's fun. Oh,
Oh no, that was a perfect. That was a clean break. You didn't see nothing to see here. That was great. So now we're gonna take a hand washing break because hand washing is so important. We'll be right back. All right, we're all scrubbed up now. We have to get our budino mixture ready here. So we have our eggs. So I need you to start whisking these eggs, and I'm just gonna add in some ingredients. So what we want to do is actually get some air going into those egg yolks just to build it up a little bit. And you got the right technique. You want to just sort of tilt the bowl a little bit so it's all in the corner there. Got that going on. So while you're whisking, I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of sugar.
good. That's a
right
lot
in
of
there.
sugar.
It's a lot of sugar, but the, I mean, it's dessert.
It didn't look like. It looked like more than 3.
It did look like more than that. And then we got to balance that a little bit. Chocolate and salt go really well together too. So little pinch of salt going in there.
Okay.
That's going to be good. And then last but not least, pure vanilla extract. We want about a teaspoon of this. This is gold.
You have a high credit rating
It's
on
about
your.
the price of gold too, right?
It's about
Yeah.
the price of gold, yeah.
Do you have a high credit rating on your credit card?
We're not going to talk about credit or debt right now. It's fine. And look at this. This is great. So, all right, let's show the camera because you got what we're looking for right here. So this is just a nice, everything smoothly combined. That's exactly what we want. Now with this egg mixture, we're going to mix this with the chocolate that I've got on the stove here. So I'll tell you, why don't you put the bowl down on the table here? And what we want to do now is raise the temperature of these eggs slightly. So when we combine it with the chocolate, it's not gonna seize up and we get scrambled chocolate pudding. Nobody wants a
Okay.
scrambled chocolate pudding.
So you need to heat the egg.
So we need to gently bring the egg up to temperature. So what I've got here is we're also adding 1 cup of heavy cream to this total recipe. So what I'd like you to do is just sort of hold the bowl flat and then stir it. And I'm going to pour in half of my cream to raise the temperature of the eggs. So
Is that cream hot? You want
the
that
cream is hot. So this cream is just brought to a light simmer and I'm just streaming it into the eggs here.
So the technique matters.
The technique matters a lot. If I had dumped all this cream right in here,
Yep.
you would be stirring scrambled eggs.
Okay.
So it's all about gently raising the temperature of this custard we're making.
And what is that called, Chef Andrew?
This is called tempering. Temper.
So one of the things I'm really good at making is Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Oh yes.
No, cream and chicken soup.
Cream and chicken. So we're getting to that color almost
Yeah,
right now.
and that's what made me think of this. But they always say slowly add a can of milk into the soup, but I always pour mine all in at once.
Oh, you rebel.
Well, now I find out I'm probably ruining my product.
Well, yeah, well, I wouldn't tell Campbell's if I were you.
No, they don't care once it's sold.
That's true. All right, so now that is what we need. So I've just got a little bit of cream left in here. I'm actually going to mix this with the chocolate that I've got warming on my double boiler here. So
What kind
this,
of chocolate are we using?
that we are using 70% chocolate here. So not quite milk chocolate, not quite super dark chocolate, but it's got a lot of awesome flavor here. This is Calibo chocolate, which is mwah, delicious stuff. So gonna add this cream right in here.
Wash your hands again. Now you just kissed your fingers.
It's true. We're gonna take a lot of hand wash breaks this episode. But what we're trying to avoid here is the egg scrambling, but also the chocolate seizing. This is going to be worth the reward. So if you want to stir this, I will just sort of stream this right in here.
Okay.
So that's our chocolate and cream mix going right in.
Just think how impressed your wife will be.
Absolutely. This is a super impressive thing to make because, you know, everybody can buy a pudding cup, but this is like a gourmet pudding cup. But what's also really cool is you can add a little liqueur to your chocolate. So one little Grand Marnier, you got like a spiced rum, any kind of like tequila or something. You can really have fun with this little Madeira. You can do some really cool things.
Okay,
so
pretend I don't know what
Yeah.
Madeira is. Just pretend I don't know
So
for the audience.
For the audience at home, Madeira is like an Italian port, almost like a fortified
Oh, okay.
wine.
You're so cultured.
Well, you knew it too. I mean,
It's like you get a beard these days and you have culture automatically.
so the thing we're looking for at this stage is everything is nice and evenly combined. It's smooth. You don't have any little gritty bits of chocolate.
No grit.
This is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Should I be whipping this more quickly, more
We can actually stop whipping it now.
Okay.
Yep. You've done an excellent job stirring the
as
pot.
Devo would say, whip it good.
Absolutely.
I saw that coming. I was waiting.
Whip it.
They have to have an 80s pop reference.
Oh, you got it.
Got it?
Yeah. Apparently, big fan of 70s, 80s bad rock.
Fromage.
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 Oh.
Remember Much Music used to have that? The
Oh, they
awards,
did.
remember?
Yeah.
Remember, what was their awards called? The big cheese? I don't know what it was, but
Yeah,
it was,
fromage was in the title though. I totally remember that.
It was.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
back in the day of the music video.
Yeah, and then Nardwar, the human serviette, was around doing his thing. Oh yeah.
More obscure, folks.
More obscure. Why don't you try to pour it into these jars here?
Okay.
So these are just 250 milliliter jars. Mason jars work great. It's kind of this is an awesome recipe. It's super easy to scale up. So if you want to make it for 2 people, you can. You want to make it for 8 people, no problem. Just scale it up.
Maybe
you
for 100.
make it for 100. We've done that, haven't we, Patty?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then all we have to do at this point is put it in a water bath, which we have here in this little loaf pan. And you want to make sure that it's covered in water at least 3/4. That way, when you put it in a 325 degree oven, you're not going to scramble it. The water is actually going to help.
You can still scramble this?
You can still scramble it. So no pressure, but we can still ruin this.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, now, I started out not making any mess, and now, did you hear I spilled coffee on one of our hosts?
Patty's still going on about it. I don't know. Yeah.
So
I
I
might
just
have to write a
said-
letter.
Just lay them in?
Lay them in just like so.
So if I'm reading this on the internet as a great, pudding recipe, are they telling me about water baths?
I hope they are. They
and
should
things
be.
like that, and
It's
gradually pouring in the cream rather than dumping the whole
Mhm.
can of Campbell's soup in at the same time.
Yeah, I would hope. Depends on what website you're getting the recipe to. I don't know if you looked up a recipe recently on the internet, but if you Google something, usually they give you about a 5-page spiel about how they were inspired by or sourced the recipe,
Yes. Yeah.
or how this grain of rice reminds them of their grandmother.
Yes,
but
I read that one.
Yeah.
And
there
then
you
there's
go.
15 ads,
There's 15 ads, and then you get to the recipe 10 pages later.
and then it's like the recipe's like this long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you put that at the top? Oh, because we wouldn't have read your story.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Exactly.
I see them.
So why don't we put this in the oven, and then 45 minutes later we'll just have a little taste to let you know how it is. But this goes in the oven, 325. A little too close to the camera there, Adam. All right, so they've been in the oven. They're all cooled off, and there is our beautiful chocolate budino. So it's almost like this little. It's not quite a crust, but it's this extra fudgy on top, which is really nice.
Any chance that there's crystallized sugar at the top?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. You could actually blow towards that like a creme brulee. That would be really good, wouldn't it?
Can we do that?
If I
Next time?
Next time. If I wasn't afraid of breaking the jar that I baked them in, then we would
Ah.
totally blow towards that.
Okay.
If you did it in a different vessel, you could totally do that. I'll tell you what. If you're gonna be serving this to people, you probably want to, fancy it up just a little bit. So that's why
Ah, I was wondering what.
we got some strawberries.
Thought they were like garnish.
Well, it's garnish. I think. Here's my quick take on garnish. It should be edible. There's a lot of garnishes
So
these days.
that's funny you'd say that because when I eat the garnish, my wife says, "That's just garnish," and I go, "Why would they put it in the plate if you're not supposed to eat
Absolutely.
it?"
Absolutely.
But if it's one like a radish, I will never eat the radish.
Right.
It looks too pretty, it's a rose.
Right, if it's all carved up and...
It's too much, someone worked hard on that.
Yeah. You ever see a strawberry that look like a peach emoji?
A what?
Oh my god.
Oh, it does kind of look like a peach emoji.
Yeah. It's a peach emoji strawberry right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Keep it clean, Andrew.
I
This
that was
actually
pretty
looks
good.
a little bit like another emoji, but
So true.
edit that out, sorry.
Let's just stick a nice strawberry right in there. Look at that. No muss, no fuss.
You just made yourself an extra couple bucks on that dessert.
Darn right.
That's now $12.95 instead of $9.95.
Absolutely. Value added with that strawberry right there.
That's right.
All right. Well, we should probably try this. What do you think?
I was waiting for you to say that.
All right. All right. So there we go. That is Canada's finest chocolate budino.
Holy crap, that's good.
It's good, right?
It's deadly.
It's like, it's fudgy, but it's creamy.
Okay, I will never be able to eat one of those little pudding pods again.
It ruins. It does ruin pudding cups for you. So,
It really does.
Jello, we're coming for you.
We hear you enjoy or you fancy yourself a dad joke master. Or like,
I love the bad humor, bad jokes, groaners.
Mm-hmm.
My kids groan every time I tell a joke. Every joke I tell, they, oh, Dad. That's when I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, like a skeleton walks into a bar, says, give me a beer and a mop.
Okay.
wah, wah.
Oh.
See?
All right.
So,
How do you make a tissue dance?
Put a little boogie in it.
Yeah. All right.
Incidentally, you just combined my love of bad music
Mm-hmm.
with bad dad jokes. Casey and Sunshine Band.
Oh yeah.
I'm your boogeyman. I'm your boogeyman.
Turn me on.
so we can't tell who is truly the better dad joke.
Well, to be fair, I think
I don't proclaim to be good at it. I just like it.
it's an ability. I think it's something innate within you. You know, you want to get that out of you. I wouldn't consider myself a dad joker, maybe more of a pontificator.
I will appreciate that so much. I really will. And I will give you credit for all.
All right, you heard that here on Chit Chat Chop. Give him the credit.
You guys ready to battle it out, dad joke
Okay.
style?
Worth making?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like I really did.
You whisk those eggs? Those exact eggs.
Like a champ.
Yeah. All right, so Adam's got something planned for us. So why don't we put the pudding down?
If you can.
If we can, maybe we'll just
Take
keep
it with us? Can
Yeah.
we take it with us?
Yeah.
So, part 3, Darren Fisher versus Chef Andrew. We are doing jokes.
How many parts are there?
Well, this is just 3. We'd have 10 parts if you really want to keep it going all day.
That's right.
So
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes. Even though Andrew is not a dad, he can deliver the dad jokes. So this is how this is going to work. They're going to read 10 jokes each. And they're going to deliver the joke, and if the other person laughs, they lose a point. So the goal is to see how they deliver it and not to laugh. Any other rules, Adam?
No, you
No.
read the joke. If the other guy laughs, he gets a point against him.
So you got to deliver it well. All right, and because Darren is our guest, Darren gets to go first.
I get to go first. No, it doesn't matter what order.
No, you pick whatever one you want.
All right.
Look at Andrew.
Chef.
Right.
Did you know that the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France?
Oh.
They were cooked in Greece.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I didn't check the rules on that one, but all right. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Because the P is silent.
Oh!
I predicted that
You
one.
did. There should be another. Oh,
Yeah, how's that work?
that was
Oh,
good.
No.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto.
The delivery! The delivery! He did the head. That was.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
good.
These are bad.
What does a zombie vegetarian eat? Grapes.
Okay, I like that one. I like that one.
Okay.
Okay.
What did the drummer call his twin daughters? Anna 1, Anna 2.
It is all in the delivery, isn't it?
good.
What does an angry pepper do?
Gets jalapeno face!
I think you're both losing.
We're getting into the delivery,
Yeah.
like really.
If we had a trophy right now, I'd give him the trophy. Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're so damn good at it.
That's a good
Just get down, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Cheers. What did the fried rice say to the shrimp? Don't you walk away from me.
We held it together.
W-O-K?
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Just okay?
It was only okay.
Oh.
Put the jalapeno up in your face. When does a joke become a dad joke?
When you tell it?
When it becomes apparent.
Oh.
That deserves a groan, actually.
Oh, that's, yeah. I got goosebumps from that one. Like, look, I actually got.
That was good.
And bad. It was,
Just
it was
bad.
good bad.
It was just bad.
Yeah, it was just bad. What do you call someone that gets mad when they don't have any bread?
No idea.
Lactose intolerance. That's a laugh. I got a laugh there.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't mind losing. Remember,
No.
you're the competitive one.
I don't mind losing.
Oh, this is
Remember
a
when
mind
we were
game.
separating our egg yolk?
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
You were all over me.
He's all, making it all about competition.
It was all about
Got one more shot.
Ah, I'm so sporty. Everybody knows that I'm just so sporty.
If spaghetti made an action movie, what would it be called?
A spaghetti western.
Mission Impassable.
Ooh, yeah, that makes sense. I'd watch that.
Held it together.
I'd watch that.
Good
movie.
job. Good job, Sheffield.
What's the foot's favorite kind of chip?
Toenail. No.
Doritos.
Oh. That's gross.
I haven't been keeping track of the score, but I think it's close. You guys are hold together now.
Why did the crab never share? Because he's shellfish.
That's a laugh. You got that.
You got. I think that was a chortle. You got
A chortle?
A chortle.
Chortle doesn't count?
No. Judge.
It counts.
Okay. All right, there we go. I tell dad jokes, but I don't have any kids. I guess you could say I'm a faux pas.
Today my son said, "Can I have a bookmark?" And I burst into tears. 19 years old 2 days ago, and he still doesn't know my name is Darren.
I just feel bad for you. That's horrible. What kind of car does an egg drive?
No idea.
A Volkswagen.
Oh, God.
The York's fine.
I'm not laughing.
Yolk.
He's laughing. Look at that.
The camera's shaking. Look at him
That's
laughing.
the worst one, and he's the camera's shaking. So there's chortles and there's guffaws. He's guffawing.
We must be near the end here.
I don't know. This is my last one. Why didn't the boat dock?
I don't know.
Peer pressure.
It's a problem.
Do you have any left? Are you good?
But so you should have one.
I have one more.
Okay.
What do you call a bear without any teeth? A gummy bear.
Yours is so solid. Mine's drippy.
Oh,
Oh.
extra good. It is.
Extra yummy. Well, thank you for coming on. It was super fun.
Look, do I have anything on my?
Oh, do you want some coffee?
Do I have anything on my face, Adam?
No, you do not.
I'm good?
You really don't. You really have nothing on your face.
This is a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Chit Chat
There's going to
Job.
be a lot of editing.